I'm an elementary school teacher.
I'm a nurse.
I'm an administrative assistant.
I'm an entertainment lawyer, but I'm also a Mama Grizzly.
Sarah Palin recently released a video speaking on behalf of Mama Grizzlies. Well, Sarah Palin,
You don't speak for us.
Is it a bit of an understatement to say that you're not so much of a Sarah Palin fan?
Well, the reason that Emily's List felt very strongly in initiating the SarahDoesn'tSpeakForMe.com campaign is because we really felt that it was so necessary for women and men around this country to have a place to go to just make it clear that Sarah Palin and her set of candidates do not represent them.
Now, why target Sarah Palin in particular?
This actually is really about a set of candidates that have gotten a lot of voice over the summer, and we just felt that it was time to stand up and say, you know, these candidates that Sarah Palin has chosen to endorse just do not represent the values we care about.
Here in Alaska, I always think of the mama grizzly bears that rise up on their hind legs when somebody's coming to attack their cubs.
So obviously, Sarah Palin has her Mama Grizzlies video that's posted on YouTube.
Want to know what threatens me? My daughter not having the right to choose.
And then you guys have your Mama Grizzlies video that's posted on YouTube. Kind of walk us through that.
Well, we felt strongly that there's ways to talk to different folks around the country, and as we move forward, we're looking to get more and more stories from Americans across the country, and not just talking bears.
you don't want to mess with Mama Grizzlies.
Are you familiar with the SarahDoesn'tSpeakForMe.com, and what's your take on it?
Well, my initial take on it is this is one effort from Emily's List. A lot of Democrats have tried this to raise money off of Sarah Palin and kind of the vitriol that she inspires on the other side. The key when you look at things like this is how much money they're investing in this. There's not an ad buy. There's not anything like that. So right now it's just a website. It's a good fundraising technique for them. But in terms of like how much effect it's going to have on this fall's elections, they would need to throw some serious cash behind it.
Are we starting to see, do you think, campaigns really aim more for people's emotions than their heads?
I think it's certainly that time of year. Once we get into September and October, and certainly like that last weekend in November, that's really when they make the emotional pleas, as they try to squeeze out the last amount of money from donors, and they really try and kind of push a few more points in the polls in some of these races where it's going to be close.
Something like a SarahDoesn'tSpeakForMe.com. I mean, what's the end result? I mean, could this be something that has a major pull? Could it be a success?
It's a success if they raise cash off of it. It's one of these things like the video goes around. People laugh at it, but the question is whether they go with the video and then actually go to the site and donate. Things like this are very cheap to produce. And so if they're able to bring, $500,000, $1 million in, that's a huge win for them.